Well, welcome to 2025. Uh, One of the things we wanted to do here at Richie May was try to give you a quick view of the mortgage ecosystem landscape as we sit here. The week that we've had President Trump come back into office, we've had a national championship in NCAA football, and we've got four teams left in the NFL playoffs playing this weekend. So that's to give you a little timestamp as to when we're recording this. Hopefully, this is not going to be a bunch of predictions for 2025 and beyond. This is just going to give you a little bit of things that we're thinking about here at Richie May Consulting and things that we're trying to keep an eye on. I guess if we had one word to say, we would say uncertainty. A second word we would say was vigilance. And a third word we would say is understanding data. As we kind of start the year in 2025, let's first close out 2024. From an MSR value perspective, MSR values came up nicely in the fourth quarter. And believe it or not, despite that increase in mortgage rates in the fourth quarter, the initial public results from Q4 2024 show that production volumes are up in Q4 2024 compared to 2023. So overall, 2024 ended with higher MSR values and more production than we saw at the end of 2023. Mortgage rates, on the other hand, actually, as we started 2025, are actually higher than they were beginning of 2024. Anyway, what are we concerned about? What are we thinking about? And what are some things to take away from this video? There's a lot of things going on out there in the industry. I think the big buzzwords that you're going to hear about in 2025 and beyond is affordability, right? Can borrowers actually afford homes at the mortgage rate levels today or expected over the next couple of years, given rising taxes and insurance? And what does that do to production? What does that mean to down payment assistance loans? What does it mean to your origination shops when it comes to having to do sort of harder loans that aren't right down the middle of the fairway? I think that's going to be an increasing theme for the foreseeable future. Additionally, as we kind of look out on the landscape, look, there's some states where there's actually more listings of homes at the end of 2024 than there were at the end of December 2019. Now, many of these states are states that have a couple characteristics. One, they're states where people moved to during COVID. Two, they're states with rapidly rising insurance costs. So that affordability theme, I think, is something that the industry is going to need to address going forward. There's a lot of talk out of DC about what's going on with Fannie and Freddie. Are they coming out of conservatorship? Are they not coming out of conservatorship? Look, that is going to be, in my opinion, a slow path forward. Do I think they're going to exit conservatorship? Yes. Do I have a prediction of when? No. I think it's going to be a several-year event. But that's something to stay tuned to, and what does that mean for the mortgage market? I think on the other hand of the market, you need to look at the non-QM space and what is happening with private securitizations. And is that really going to ramp up over the next couple of years? I think you need to pay particular attention to delinquencies when it comes to FHA loans. And what does that look like with borrowers, particularly over the last several years of production? I think there's a changing reimbursement theme that both the Mortgage Bankers Association and others are trumpeting in DC about how do we get servicers who specialize in Ginnie Mae loans their money back faster on advances. That could be a very good thing for the Ginnie Mae space. Data, data, data. If you listen to some of the earnings calls of the large servicers, they're mining data. They're looking at data. They're trying to understand data. They're trying to understand their customers better. So there's a whole AI element. There's a whole data element here as to what's going on in the industry, how to better serve customers when they want to be served. On the other hand, financial data, benchmarking data. Are you comparing yourselves to the right people, to the right peers? Do they have the same mix of down payment assistance? Are they really in the same channels that you're in? Do they say cost structures? It's getting increasingly difficult to sort of do some benchmarking, in my opinion, as business models continue to change and evolve and change quickly. I think 2025 is going to be a very interesting year for the mortgage banking space in a lot of ways. If you can understand the data, if you can handle uncertainty, you can handle volatility of rates, there's lots of opportunities in 2025. Looking a little bit further down the road, I think there's a lot more uncertainty when it comes to the overall mortgage space, when it comes to affordability. long-term affordability, making sure we're setting up borrowers for success, and also what may happen with Fannie and Freddie, and what does that mean for the mortgage market? Maybe the 30-year fixed rate mortgage has run its course. Maybe the industry needs to come out with new products that actually serve the borrowers of today. Maybe we need to spend a lot more time on rehab loans for aging housing stocks. A lot of change, a lot of uncertainty, but with that brings opportunity. So understanding what's going on, staying in tune with DC, staying in tune with the Mortgage Bankers Association, staying in touch with the various trade groups, I think is critically important for people's long-term success. And again, if you're looking at this video post sort of early 2025, I'm sure many of these things didn't happen. My ability to predict the future or see the future is very clouded, but we just wanted to give you some initial thoughts as to what we're seeing in the mortgage landscape ecosystem as we jump off here into 2025. Wishing everyone a great and successful year. And once again, Seth Sprague with the Mortgage Consulting Group at Ritchie May. Talk to you all soon.